I think I'm live. Hello, everybody. Let me check my situation on Facebook if I am visible. Yes, let me check the sound. Yep, I think we are on. So I'm very excited to be here with you tonight. I hope you're going to make yourself a nice cup of tea and water. Hello. Can you put your name there, who you are, because StreamYard doesn't recognize the names. So I think you need to give a permission for your name to be visible. So, hello, darling. Thank you for your message. Can you hear me okay? Is everything sound okay? Vision okay? Please write in the, yes, Agnieszka, wonderful. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, my darling? So, excellent. I think everything is good. Everything is good. I can hear myself, and yeah, everything is okay. So, I am so excited about this subject that I want to talk to you tonight about, because as you probably know, I'm getting ready for my event that starts this Sunday. It's called Get Ready for Miracles. And I started thinking about the subject. How do we know that we are ready for anything? How do we know if you're ready for a relationship, that you're ready for more money, that you're ready for better health, that you're ready for miracles? How do you recognize when you're ready? And how will you notice, how will you know, how will you measure it if you are not ready for something? And that sort of started my thinking, and I thought I came to very important conclusions, so I wanted to share this with you. So if you are here with me, can I ask you to write in the chat the answer to this? When you are not ready for something, whether it's more money or better health or a new relationship or a home, or you're not ready to do something that you've always wanted, like lose weight, write a book, go somewhere. If you're not ready for it, how do you know in your body, in your mind? How will you recognize? How can you measure it? What is the measurement for readiness? This is what I would like to ask you. And understanding this actually can take care of a lot of pain, can release a lot of pain, frustration, misery, anger, disappointment, and can actually help us to become more ready. And there is a few things that I'm going to suggest at the end of this live to help you to become more ready if you're not ready. So, but first, I would love to ask you, please tell me, please write in the chat, when you're not ready and you want to do something, but you're not ready, how does your body, how does your mind, how does your soul tell you that you are not ready? And when you get ready, what happens? What happens in your mind? What happens in your body? What happens in your soul? What happens in your life and around you, but primarily within you, that shows you, that's it, let's go. So while you write something, I want to share with you some of my thoughts. And let me plug my computer in, so we're definitely here supported by the divine light and electricity. So I was thinking to share with you a few examples. I spoke to one of my friends recently who's been single for, I think, 3 years. And I asked her, are you ready for a relationship? And she said, absolutely yes. I thought I was ready last year. I thought I was ready 2 years ago, but I wasn't. And I asked her, how do you know you were not ready then and you're ready now? And she said, because now, when I think about my ex-boyfriend, I feel love, I feel peace, I feel gratitude. And before, I felt angry, triggered, resentful, and I wasn't my best self. I wasn't in my greatness when I was with him, when I thought about him, when I recounted the situation that happened between us. I definitely wasn't my best self. And so now when I think about him, there is harmony, there is peace, there is love, there is neutrality, and there is definitely gratitude. I know I'm ready to move forward and to attract into my life the love of my life. So there are certain things that I would love to share with you. And then we're going to do an exercise that will show you how ready you are for something that you wanted to achieve this year. So if there's something that you wanted last year and maybe the year before, whatever that is, whether it's a house or write a book or create a program, online program, or go somewhere, or let something go, or build something, or heal yourself, or lose weight, or create something that you've always wanted, but you're not doing it, then we're going to do a little exercise that shows us how ready are you on a scale from 1 to 10. But let's first look at the signs of being ready and not ready. So I put myself in the shoes of the person who wants something. So there's certain things that I want in my life, and I was checking how ready I am. So basically, when you think about this, when you are not ready for something, there is a definite feeling of resistance, tightness, and closing in your body. Okay, whatever that is, whether it's a new experience or a new situation or a new job, or something that you can hold, or an experience or an idea, if you're not ready for it, there is definite resistance in your body and lack of openness. And so there could be many reasons for it, and I will tell you in a moment what, in my opinion, those reasons are. But what's actually very interesting is that often when I see someone for a session, and I ask them what would be the purpose of today's session, what do you want? And they say, I would like to focus on, let's say, my business, more money, or better relationship, or a relationship, or some form of healing. And then I basically look at the heart center where there is a pipe. I actually see this energetically. I can actually tell you how wide it is, the color it is. And when we are open to receive something in our life, something that we really want, then the channel of receiving is quite wide. It's quite open. When we are closed, when we are not open to receiving something, often I see the channel for receiving that specific thing, it's either non-existent or it's very narrow. Now, why would that be? So here's my detective work when I sort of work with people and I look behind and for the reasons why something that they really want so much, they've been working so hard for, and it's not happening. So in fact, the more the push, the less it's happening. The question is why. So first of all, what I would like to tell you is that very much it's all about our attitude to experiencing and living our life in a certain mode. So people who often are not ready to create what they want in their life, they're in a space of fighting, pushing, grasping, and even if they want something, they are afraid of it. So as an example, I spoke to a client a few days ago, and she wanted to earn 10 times more that she's earning right now. And when we did the exercise and we checked her energy field, let's just say that she wanted to make £500,000 every single year. But the energy openness for now was for about £5,000 per month. And that's all. They wouldn't go any further. So when we looked at the reasons for it, there was a definite lack of confidence in her abilities, confidence in knowing how to handle the money, lack of belief that she's worthy of it, that what she's creating doesn't have enough power, value. Okay, and then, but the one that was actually quite interesting is the fear of being successful. So she was afraid, if I get all this money and I get all these people, let's say, buying things from me, I will need to be looking after them. I will be exhausted. I will burn myself out. And then I will have to pay this big tax next year. It will completely kill me. And I'll be worse off than I was before. So you see, if someone is wishing for something bigger, where they want to expand to the new level, but the mind hasn't expanded, the subconscious mind hasn't expanded, and they don't have the map of the future reality, and they don't know how to navigate the new reality. It's very practical. If the brain doesn't know how you're going to handle, where you're going to put the money, how you're going to structure your taxes, what you're going to do with the earnings, how you're going to make sure that you don't pay too much tax, how you're going to look after your energy, how you're going to be very clear about your boundaries. If that's not put in place, okay, that means every part of your being, your soul, your mind, your subconscious mind, and just your logical mind will do everything in its power to keep you where you are. Okay, so when you look at the fear, which I always say it is your biggest friend, your biggest ally, if you know how to use it, okay, if you know how to use it, then you can prepare yourself for the success by making sure that what you are afraid of, you take care of long before it could even potentially happen. Okay, so more people are afraid of success than failure. Okay, so a lot of people are afraid to lose weight because they feel quite concerned that if they do actually become slim, what actually that could mean in a negative way for them. So the first thing that always stops us from being ready for anything, it's fear. Okay, so people who are ready feel more excitement, confidence, and they're drawn towards something. They're excited, they're curious, they want to find out. So even if they could be a bit nervous, they can't go and experience this. So they could be afraid to go on a trip by themselves, but they're so curious, so excited. So fearful people, they are not ready. Excited people, confident people, they are more ready for anything that life has got to throw at them. So what definitely doesn't make us ready is an energy of fear, energy of any strong emotion or conflict. So for instance, let's say someone wants to have a relationship, but they're still full of resentment, anger, sadness, bitterness. Okay, so when that happens, the message that we are sending out to the universe is, I don't want it, because the next relationship is going to come my way. It's going to hurt me. It's going to be some form of danger, exhaustion, pain, and it's better to be alone. But that's example of a relationship, but it could be anything. It could be, as I said, writing a book, building a house, buying a home, creating something, beginning to paint, beginning to record lives and show people who you are, and shining brightly. So my invitation for you is to, my darling, to change your fear into intention. Start paying attention to what you want rather than what you don't want. And that makes you already a lot more ready. The essence of readiness with anything and in any situation is knowing the truth of who you are, knowing the truth of the situation. Because one of the greatest things that stop us from moving forward and manifesting what we want is lying to ourselves, lying to other people about what we want, so not telling them what we want, lying to ourselves that we don't need something when we do, or lying to ourselves about things that have happened in the past. So lying, it's one of the greatest and the biggest things that would stop us from attracting into our life what we want, manifesting, creating. So let me give you an example. So let's just say that someone has, I keep on coming to a relationship, that someone had a very challenging relationship, and they have the lie in the mind that everything that went wrong in this relationship is the fault of the person they were with, that they are perfect, they've done nothing wrong, they've been mistreated badly, that is very unfair. So if they are disempowered in any way and they don't take charge in this situation, even after the relationship has finished, that will make them very unready to move forward and attract something else. So whenever we lie to ourselves about the situation, whether it happened in the past, or whether we project things into the future of what may happen and expect it's going to be difficult, challenging, painful, this is also a lie, because we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, the only truth is that things are always happening for our highest good. Everything in every situation, it's happening exactly the way it's meant to be happening in every single moment. And when we sit in this, take charge for where we are, take charge and responsibility for what we have created, and take 100% responsibility, not 50 and not 10, when we're in this more empowered state, and we change the resentment and the anger after it's embraced, forgiven, understood, loved, and dissolved. If we turn it into gratitude, then we are definitely ready to attract new situations, new relationships, and miracles. But I'm going to talk about miracles in a moment. So what else makes us not ready? What makes us definitely not ready is when we feel that we don't deserve what we really, really want. So any elements of us not being good enough to start this business, to run this thing, to write a book, to create a program, to be visible with our singing, painting, teaching, whatever that is that we think not ready for because we're not good enough, because we don't feel worthy enough, that lie, that's a form of lie as well, will definitely make us not ready for where maybe our soul is calling us to go next, or where we would really love to go. We've been wanting to do this for the past 5 years, the past 6 months. But if there is any sort of element of not being worthy or being unsure that what we have, it's valuable for the people we want to share it with, then that would make us not ready again. So what do we do about that? So people who love themselves and they know the truth about themselves, they may be not perfect, but they truly feel the value of who they are and the value of what they have to offer others, and they fully embrace it and absolutely are real about it, then this energy of self-respect, self-love attracts all the things again to you that you desire and that you need. So if there is any feeling of, yeah, I'm not good enough yet, I need to do another course, I need to do I'm not quite sure, people think that I'm not clever enough or whatever, then obviously that closes the channel of giving and receiving. The energy is not flowing out properly. People can't see who we are through the mask because we're protecting ourselves, and the energy is not flowing. So the thing that is the key in here, I would say, is being in the right state at every moment, as much as possible, being in the right state. So what makes us ready to receive anything, receive all the gifts, the miracles, and information, is being in the right state. And the person who needs to take care of your state is always you. And that it needs to happen first thing in the morning. You know, when you wake up, not starting the phone and reading the messages and listening to videos, but taking care of your feeling. How am I feeling? What is it that I need? How do I need to take care of myself? What will give me joy? What will bring me energy of delight, happiness, peace today, and taking responsibility for it in the first 10 to 15 minutes of your waking hours. And so if you definitely want to be not ready, then allow yourself to be afraid. Don't do anything towards understanding what is the next, what is it that you need to do next to make sure to learn, to educate yourself, to move forward. So instead of being intentional, be afraid. Also, feel not good enough. Think about the past, project it into the future, lie to yourself about everything that you are or that you want, and stay in this energy for as long as you want. Now, if you do want to get ready for anything that life has got for you, remember, number one, this is very important. Everything that is happening, it's happening for your highest good. Everything that life gives you, it's a gift. And it's your job to understand what kind of gift and how you can use it. Honor yourself, respect yourself. Every day, make sure that you check with yourself what you need. What can you do today to make your life more joyful? Spend as much time as possible in the energy of gratitude, and be very intentional. And most importantly, and I'm coming back to this again, remember, you are the most incredible gift on this planet. The world needs you exactly. Otherwise you wouldn't be born. So if you already agree that this is the fact, and you allow yourself to relax in your being, in your body, in your mind, in this moment, and allow all of that to happen more effortlessly and more easily, without hard work, pushing and pulling, then things that are meant to be happening in your life will happen a lot more easily. So here is the thing about getting ready for miracles. So when we are aligned with the divine, when we are aligned with our soul, when we listen to our intuition, and we reside in the good luck zone every single day of our life, as best as we can, because it's not always possible, right? Being in this centered, intentional, grateful, clear space when you are fully in charge of your destiny, in the space when you can hear the whispers of your soul, the whisper of your intuition, then you are going towards what's best for you. When you bring the best to the table, the best of you to every situation, and you assume that the universe wants the best for you, okay, but you do your job to keep yourself in the right state, then synchronicity kicks in, and the universe gives you the things that other people call miracles, and I call them natural occurrences, natural situations that happen to you when you are on the right track, when you're in the right groove, when you're dancing with life with a respectful, loving, and present energy. When you are neutral about situations which are happening, you're not too excited, you're not too rejecting, you're not resisting, you're not gripping onto it too tightly, but you're allowing things to flow with ease and grace, listening to your intuition, then you gently and naturally start attracting what you want and what you need. And miracles are just natural. They just happen naturally when you are in this energy, when you are in this dance. And so what I would like to do, my darling, is for you to do a little exercise with me right now. And let's check, and maybe you can write it in the chat here for me. Imagine two screens in front of you. This is my most loved exercise, that I use it for myself, for my clients, for my friends, for my family. And even if I coach people who are about to make a decision about investing £5 million or 10 million pounds, we actually still use it. So this exercise is so powerful and so potent. Okay, so I want you to imagine that there is two screens in front of you. Screen A, on the screen A, it's you who is here right now, in your life, and you know you've got some dreams, some goals, some intentions for 2022. And well, if you're intending them, they may not actually have not maybe materialized themselves yet. Okay, this is screen A. And screen B, it's you who is manifesting, attracting everything that you need at the right time, in the right space, in the right moment. It just flows to you easily, effortlessly, and just comes, even before you need. So you're in a perfect flow of synchronicity. And all your dreams that you've had at the beginning of 2022, they have already manifested themselves in a perfect way, better way than you've expected. So what I would love you to do is to imagine, you can even close your eyes while you're doing it. Imagine those two screens, my darling. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and look at them from a distance. Imagine you were looking at the movie, two screens, two movies at the same time. Screen A, it's where you don't have yet, or you very much want, and look at yourself, see what makes it, what makes you not quite ready yet to have it, because if you were 100% ready, you will be most likely there already, okay? So scan it and see if it's the kind of thinking that you hold about yourself, about life, or maybe what you really, really want. Maybe you're scared of it. Just see whether it's your thinking, maybe it's your energy in your body, maybe it's your energy in your mind. So that's screen A. And in screen B, just look at yourself. You've got it already, not in a much better form than you've expected. You are doing it, you are having it, you're experiencing it, and you have what you want. And look at yourself there and notice what's different about you. So there, you're 100% ready to receive it. You've manifested it. It's already happening. And where is the difference? What made you ready? What did you need to change? What did you need to put into place? What did you need to shift? So from that place, look back at screen A and see how ready are you on a scale from 1 to 10 for that thing today. So you can write it down later, like 8 out of 10, 3 out of 10, and ask your soul, what would make you more ready? What would make you more open? Would it be feeling more worthy, more ready? Maybe you just simply need to open those channels of receiving. And so now I would love you to look at the situation where you've got it already, look back and see what you needed to do. What did you need to change? What did you need to let go of? What did you need to release to be fully ready and to be fully aligned with your dream, to be fully aligned with your goal, to be fully aligned with your best version of yourself, where miracles happen easily. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, and send that person here and now a lot of love, a lot of confidence, a lot of blessings, and open this channel of receiving and open the channel of giving and allow yourself to open your eyes. So I'm just very curious. Can you please write? I'm just looking at both screens because I have two screens in front of me. How ready are you right now out of 10? And what would make you more ready? Is it like changing your mind? Is it changing your fear to being excited, to being more intentional? Is it maybe understanding all the things that you're walking towards? Maybe you need to learn something about it. So if you need to write a book, maybe you need to speak to someone who wrote a book and maybe wrote 6 books and they have a recipe for it. Maybe they have a technique or methodology they can take you through. So our conscious mind is feeling a lot more ready when it understands that the map, the situation, the steps it needs to take. So we need to balance it with trusting the universe, with trusting where we're going will be taken lovingly and peacefully, and that universe got our back. but also we need to see some steps ahead, and we need to, if we don't have the steps ourselves, we need to ask someone who could be a specialist in this field. So that's why, my darlings, I'm taking you to my very important point. And it is important to have a miracle team supporting you in manifesting your goals, whether it's a group of friends or group of people who are going towards where you're going. For instance, if someone has never bought a house but would love to even start investing in properties, it's great to hang around people who have got 5 houses, 10 houses, 20 houses, 50 houses, and they're just buying it like I'm buying broccoli. They're buying houses like that. So if you hang around people like that and you spend time with people who know how to do it, they've done it many, many times, it is easy for them. It's better to have this kind of support team rather than people who have never bought a house, who are scared of it, and they think it's a big problem and big challenge, right? So I highly invite you right now to create your success team around you. And I call them a miracle team. Mariola says, I love the exercise. I'm ready, 7 out of 10. Just need to trust that following and connecting with joy and fun in what I do is what is going to take me there. Mariola, thank you so much. You know, I have a friend who told me about a week ago that for the past few months, she has been working with the energy just for, it was just an experiment. She was saying every day, the less I do, the more money I earn. And she said she was meditating a lot, many hours every day, and she kept on repeating, the less I do, the more I am in my being, the more money I earn. And lots of money started coming to her, and she was just spending time doing what she loves. I know it's maybe not always possible, but she was experimenting with it. She was setting intention, and that happened. And part of what happened in her life was the joy and the ease, because we quite often think we have to push and do more, but actually it could be that we need to do more. We just need to get our ass and go out there and make it happen. But it is sometimes possible that we need to do less. And how do we know that? We need to check this with our intuition, because I think it is good to take inspired actions which come from clarity and alignment. But if we start thrashing around, maybe I should do this and maybe I should do that, comparing ourselves with other people, then the doing could only exhaust us. I don't know if you agree with me. Right. And Alexandra says, I looked really lost in screen A. I think it's just trusting the process for me personally. Isabella says, I need to relax, trust, believe, and love myself. Renata says, action will make me more ready to change my limiting belief. I don't have enough skills. And Renata, thank you for saying this, because, you know, it's a little bit like when I started doing public speaking. When I first went to a public speaking meeting at Toastmasters, which I highly, suggest that you do, what happened was I was sitting there in the back of the room, completely petrified, totally petrified, when I was seeing all these people speaking, and I was thinking to myself, this is not a place for me. I was excited to go there. All the way while I was going there, I was feeling so excited. I couldn't wait, but I was scared. So obviously at the first meeting, I didn't say anything. I was like, hi, my name is Gosha, and I sat down. But I was looking at other people, and there was one lady who was Japanese? No, she was Japanese. And when she gave her speech, probably 50% of her words were completely wrong, like she didn't speak English well enough to speak properly. But everybody was clapping, and they were saying, well done, well done. And the next time I saw her, she was speaking better. The next time I saw her, she was speaking better. And then a few months later, she was winning some competition. And all she did, she showed up. So you see, the brain will not, no matter how much you meditate, if you don't get your ass and you start actually doing it, the brain will not create the appropriate neurological connections to make you feel that you can do it. So the next time I went to the public speaking club, I actually spoke for 1.5 minutes, And then a few weeks later, I gave the whole speech that took, I think, 7 minutes. And each time I did that, I was scared a little bit less because it became a habit. So, so I think there needs to be a balance between visualizing, trusting the process, knowing that you're here for something, that you've got the greatest gifts, that someone is looking for them right now. They're desperately looking for it, but they can't find you because you're hiding. So then you stay in the energy of trust, flow, appreciation, joy, but you do things. Every day you do something towards your intention. Magdalena says, hi Gosha, I'm seeing myself as a successful healer. However, on the way is standing my unsupporting mom. She doesn't accept what I'm turning into. As grown up, still I feel like a little child in front of her. That's beautiful. So you see, Magdalena, when you look at that from the position of the person who's already manifested it, you can ask your future self, how did she deal with it? What do you need to do? How you need to heal it? And you know, I've been with people who are working on this specific thing for, I don't know, 10 years, 20 years, and it went in one session because they have felt the energy of the person they are becoming. And when you step into the shoes of the person where you walking towards, where you're aiming to be, and you assume this energy, you see the difference, and you are able to download at the same time the new energy, the new set of beliefs, the new, you basically can become in that very moment, if you choose to, that person who doesn't mind what your mom thinks about it. It is her absolute duty to be protective of you and be judgmental. If that's who she is, who are we to decide differently? One thing is for sure, that the Magdalena in the future, who is powerful healer, doesn't mind what her mom thinks. She doesn't try to change her. She doesn't wish that it was different. She loves her mom the way she is, and she doesn't mind what other people think about her. She's just doing her job, and the only person she answers to is her own soul and herself, and she always brings her best self forward. So, right, so I can't actually see all the comments here because I am streaming to 4 places at the same time. So my darlings, I would love to know, what do you think you can do to, what can you do right now in this very moment to become a little bit more ready for your goal, for your dream, for your intention, for all the miracles that are on their way to you? Just by doing this exercise, what can make you more ready? What can put you in a position that you are acting like a magnet of what you desire, rather than repellent, rather than pushing it away, that you're naturally attracting it, no matter whether you're asleep, whether you are playing, dancing, writing, cooking, cleaning the floor, that you're naturally becoming like a magnet of everything that wants to come to you anyway. So I mentioned about the importance of the having people around you who hold you back, not the people like your mom or someone else who probably doesn't believe in where you're going, but the people who not only believe that you can get there, but they are going there themselves, so you can hold each other's hands. So I would love to invite you to join me and join some of the people who are here in the challenge Get Ready for Miracles, which is starting this Sunday, and it is going to go for about 2 weeks. And I'm saying about because some people may actually join us a little bit later, so we'll give them extra time. We're going to have a group called Get Ready for Miracles Facebook group. We're going to support each other, and you're going to work with 14 principles of conscious manifesting. Every day you're going to apply certain things that will make you more ready, that will make you more open, that will open this channel of receiving. Because remember, no matter how hard you work on what you want, if the channel is not there or it's not open, it is like water flowing through a blocked pipe. We need to open those pipes, and we will be doing this for over 2 weeks together. We're going to be together in the group. So if you would love to join us, there is still time. There is still a few places for you. So if you're listening to it, if you haven't joined us yet, please do so. And all that I will require from you is to listen to a video in the morning if you can, apply the instructions throughout the day, dive into the energy of this suggestion that I have for you, practice this energy, expand your energy field to attract what you want, show up to those 3 Zoom calls where we're going to keep on expanding our readiness and making ourselves more ready and more aligned with our highest and best self and with our intuition. So please share this live with as many people as you can. So if you connect with your heart right now and ask, who should see this video? Who is struggling a bit? Who is trying to get somewhere, but maybe they're putting too much effort, too much pushing, too much grasping, and it's time for them to let go and allow themselves to trust and flow. Then if someone comes to your mind, send it to them. Maybe you can also ask who would actually benefit from joining this Get Ready for Miracle challenge, whose life can be changed, enhanced, expanded, and confidence boosted as a result of it. If someone's just come to you right now, please send them this information and invite them to come and join us. So as always, I'm going to send you away to do whatever you need to do today, tomorrow, with a blessing. So I would love you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take another deep breath in, breathe out, and allow yourself to fully drop into your body. Wherever you have been, whatever you have been doing today, however busy you have been, I would invite you now, please, to come back to your body at this very moment. Come back to your body, come back to yourself. Check with yourself, what is it that you need right now? What do you need today? What do you need right now in your life? How can you take care of it? And give yourself permission to have everything that you want, everything that you need. Allow yourself to imagine that the love that is pouring out of your heart, it's opening and widening the channels of receiving. By the way, you don't have only one channel, you have more than that, but I will tell you about it in our meeting. So open all those channels, and I would love you now to connect with your divine source, connect with your soul, and ask for help to take you where you need to go by the end of this year, easily, effortlessly, confidently, peacefully, and feel the blessing coming from your future self, and the blessing of confidence, the blessing of very clear steps, because your future self has gone there already, so it will tell you what steps you need to take. So feel the love and the blessing coming from your future self, and allow yourself to download consciously and subconsciously all the steps you need to take to go to your next level of expansion, and allow every possible miracle to come to your life right now that you are stopping. Allow yourself to open the door and allow those miracles to come to you at this very moment. And I am blessing you, darling, right now with the most phenomenal, peaceful few months ahead. I'm blessing you with effortlessness. I'm blessing you with knowing that you are precious, that you are worthy, that you are lovable, that you deserve the best things to happen, and that everything is happening exactly the way it needs to happen in your life. Blessing you with confidence to trust your intuition, to be guided every single day, step by step, to where you need to go. And I'm blessing you right now with deep sense of self-respect and self-love, and taking care of your needs every single step of the day. And with all that blessing and all this love, sending love to every single day, every single minute, every single week, every single month of this year and beyond, to you, to your families, to your children, to your friends, to your parents, and to your businesses, to your prosperity, to your money, to your health, to your every single deep wish that you have in your heart. I'm blessing that all with powerful energy of manifestation. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, open your eyes. Thank you so much. We're just about to finish. Tell me if you wish, how you're feeling now. What was the most important thing that you taking away from this meeting, from this live? And once again, please share this with as many people as you can. And if you haven't joined us yet for Get Ready for Miracles, then do, because we will be every single day for more than 14 days focusing on knowing exactly what you need to know, what you need to do, and how do you need to be to attract what is actually wanting to be part of your life and what you want to be part of your life, and a lot of unexpected, amazing surprises and gifts. Okay, wonderful. So I am going to say good night and read those comments later and reply to them. But for now, thank you for being here, and have your life filled with incredible blessings and successes and miracles. And please be a miracle worker yourself. Wherever you go, whoever you speak to, bring the best energy forward, confident, loving, peaceful, and grateful, so you can change other people's lives as well. Lots of love, darling. And I see you on the 13th of February in our first Zoom meeting, Get Ready for Miracles. Lots of love.